Good morning on this Tuesday. What a huge difference between yesterday and today. 12-hour difference here. We're going from 61 to suddenly with wind chills into that sub-zero range. And it's not just the cold, it's the snow, it's the wind, creating all sorts of problems for that morning drive. Expect visibility near zero this morning in some areas. We've got drifting going on the roads and slick conditions. So your morning drive is going to be the toughest. As we head into the afternoon, we're looking at conditions that will be still tough, but slow improvement. We're going to talk about that this morning. Here's our view in Grand Forks. Boy, it's like the worst I've seen yet so far here in Grand Forks, with visibility dropping as we've got wind whipping around the snow that's fallen there, and we continue to see some snow coming down in this area. So this is at Home of Economy in Grand Forks, and we're looking at other places around the valley experiencing some low visibility. The snow coming down in the Binford area on our DOT cam there. Snow on the road here in the I-94 corridor in Fargo, right around the Red River Bridge. New Rockford, you can see some pillow drifts of snow on the road there. And same thing in East Grand Forks, Highway 2, snow really building up on that intersection there as well. So that's a look around the valley on our sky cams and checking out our radar. There's that band, that heavier band of snow that we're experiencing right in the heart of this larger snow shield that is over the valley and moving eastward. So you can see Fargo-Moorhead in it, Grand Forks, places to the east, not quite there yet for some of us. And then kind of on the tail end of the snow over in Devil's Lake. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Grand Forks again, right around where we're seeing some of the heavier snowfall at the moment. Crookston, back up to Thief River Falls, anywhere where you see this deeper blue color. That's where the heavier snowfall rates are. That's where our visibility is going to be lowest. And combine that, of course, with some wind, and that just makes the problem worse. So speaking of visibility being on the low end, Grand Forks reporting 1/10 of a mile. So as low as you can go without saying zero visibility in Grand Forks right now at the airport. We're at 1/4 mile in Hallock, Cavalier, Grafton, right in that cluster there in that north central part of the valley. Cooperstown, Carrington, less than a mile. Into Minnesota, again, the visibility not bad yet because the precip hasn't reached us, but that's something that's going to change for you through the day. Fargo, less than a mile visibility right now, and Valley City, 1/4 mile. So again, visibility problems. We're looking at winds that are gusting to 47 miles per hour in Fargo out of the north, and that wind, again, a huge factor for us today. Temperatures, what a difference even in the valley here. Rolla, Langdon at 0. Over to the east, we're still at 36 in Alexandria, still hanging on by a thread to that warmer air mass, but that will again be changing as that colder air advances in. It's currently 14 in Fargo. It feels like 8 below. Wind chills in the 20s below up in Devil's Lake and in Langdon and Rolla right now. So in your hour-by-hour planner for today, we're going to watch that area of snow move eastward, and eventually it will clear, but it's going to take some time. Here's the noon hour, seeing some snow starting to taper off in eastern North Dakota. Into Minnesota, still ongoing. And then by 3 o'clock, it clears out. We're looking at some conditions that are starting to dry out as far as additional snow, but we're still dealing with some wind gusting into the 30s by this afternoon, and temperatures that are in the single digits, eventually dropping below zero for us heading into tonight in many locations. Here's a look at our wind gusts for today. Again, peaking in the 40s through the morning hours, then they start slowly coming down, but it's still going to be breezy heading into tonight with snowfall potential. Again, heavier snow northwest Minnesota now as we go through time. Of course, we're adjusting our snowfall potential map because we've already accumulated some of this, but you can see Fargo back up through Baudette and Bemidji. That's that area where we'll get several inches of snow still with this event. And again, it's going to be tough to measure with the wind blowing it around. So when I come back, we're going to take a look at your full forecast, which is sponsored by Innovative Basement Authority.
It just keeps getting worse. The crack keeps growing.
At our extended planner today, of course, a first alert weather day with the conditions that we're experiencing right now. But we start a recovery process heading into tomorrow. It's going to be a chilly morning, temperatures below zero in a lot of spots. But we'll start recovering with temperatures climbing back to around 20 by the afternoon. And then we really feel it heading into the end of the week, some 40s and 50s Thursday, and then especially into Friday and the weekend. We're going to be nice and toasty compared to where we are now, some 40s and 50s as well. So March is actually going to start start off pretty nicely. It's hard to believe we're saying that knowing what we are seeing outside at the moment, but this is a one-day big event, and then we're moving on from it.
Yeah, we just got to really make it through.
Yes.
And minute by minute, this is worsening.
It is. In a lot of areas, we're seeing, we're accumulating the snow, so that gives the wind more snow to work with as the snow continues to fall. So yeah, through the morning hours, that's when we're going to have the toughest conditions.
Okay.
Got to power through.
Yes.
Thank you, Lisa.
6:18 here on the